All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I'll bet that. Ooh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JayH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Well, let's talk. I'm going to talk about something real for a second. I've been watching this dude. You know what I'm talking about. This man out here doing the job. He's been sweating through the same bullshit that everybody else complains about. And he's dropping these little short videos, right? He's talking about safety with the seat belts. He's talking about early start times, office time versus streets time. He's talking about comfort stops. He's talking about, I think he even mentioned in one of his videos about load feature time, something that Chooch always talks about, old equipment, grievances, Article 15, all that shit that carriers always says. Nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever talks about this. Y'all gotta read your own comments. So he's there, he knocking down every single topic back to back, like he checking off a shopping list, like click, 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 click. And the funny part is carriers always say the same thing. We want somebody relatable. We want somebody who actually did the job. We're talking about 204Bs being bad. You talking about supervisors being bad because they can't do the job. So this man's out here doing the job, right? We want somebody who knows his route. We want somebody that knows the scanner. We want somebody that knows what it feels like to deal with this ancient equipment. Well, you finally got somebody out here doing that, and I'm out here trolling him consistently. He's out there on the street. If you don't believe it, you could go look in the comments on his videos. I'm out there messing with him every single day. He's recording it. He's showing it. He's putting it right in your face. And somehow, y'all still mad. And now it's, well, he recording on the clock. He shouldn't say that. Oh, I don't like how he looks. Come on. Carriers are the most fickle. You get everything you ask for, a real one doing the work, and y'all still find a little tiny pebble in the soup. Meanwhile, people out here blindly following people they never see, you barely hear them. They never handle a route. You don't see them touching the satchel. You never see them sweating in August. But okay, that's who's more qualified, right? Look, I'm not naming anybody. I don't care who you vote for. Everybody gets their own ballot, their own opinion. But this whole mindset where if you don't vote like me, you're the enemy, you're childish, you're petty. That's playground energy. That's not leadership. And it sure hell ain't unity. So again, here's what I'm doing. I'm running through about 7 to 10 of this man's clips real quick, no long speeches, and I'm going to give you my reactions. A couple seconds each, whether you like him or not. He's talking about the shit that you mention every day. Let's stop acting like we allergic to the process, and let's actually look at somebody who's putting in the work. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's see what this man got to talk about today.
Hey, letter carriers, this is Mike Caref. I'm out here on my route this week, making some videos for you guys about some of our issues while I am on break time. So I want to talk about this uniform program. We get $536 a year, and I got to tell you, I'm wearing that thing today. It's there's snow on the ground. I got the overshoes, I got the regular shoes, the pants, the sweater, the vest, the other shirt, whatever, the hat. Add all that stuff up, it's already at $536. And so if you're out here delivering mail 365 days out of the year, you got to come out of pocket, particularly the shoes. They cost like $200. Nobody can get, more than two. You got to buy at least 2 pairs every year, sometimes more than that. And basically the employer is supposed to provide us with the equipment to do our job, and they're not doing that because the uniform allowance is insufficient and the uniform program just doesn't work. So we got to do something about that in this upcoming round of contract negotiations, or we just won't be in uniform.
Okay. I get it. I respect it 100%. Number one, I think the postal community, all of us that get uniforms realize that those contractors are robbing the post office. So I hear you talking, Mr. Caref. What do you plan to do to fix that? You brought the topic up. What do you plan to do to fix that? Mr. Caref, you brought up the topic. It's an excellent point. I agree with the point you're bringing up, but what do you plan to do to fix that bullshit? Because new people can't afford what you're talking about right now. Let's see what you got. Let's see what else.
All right, it's Mike Caref. I'm out here delivering my route this week, so I'm making some videos on my break time about some issues we're facing. And I want to talk today about this street time versus office time. This thing is really silly. It goes back to the days when they first brought on DPS like 30 years ago. And the mail, we used to case mail for like 3-4 hours in the morning. And when the mail came in automated in order, they said, oh, well, we'll just be able to cut routes because we'll save all that time on casing mail. But the reality is that, yeah, you do save time casing mail, but it costs you time on the street because you got all this DPS mail that's all out of order and it's just other stuff in there. And, you know, because you don't case it, it's not really in the order. You got extra bundles. And so now they have this whole thing. Now they're like, get out on the street in 30 minutes. Last week, they told some of the carriers, just go straight to the street. You know, take all the mail with you. It's just getting really crazy. It shouldn't matter. Time is time. My platform says, let's get rid of the supervisor altogether. I think they're useless. But if we do have a supervisor, the only thing they should be going up to you and saying is, how long is it going to take you today? Begin tour to end tour. It doesn't matter for office time or street time. And, you know, in the office, you're inside. It's not raining on you. You can put stuff in order versus out here on the street. It's just you don't have the same capability. So this thing is really stupid. We need to get rid of it. And time is time. It don't matter office or street.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that. As often as I carry mail, I don't never carry mail, but I agree with that. I agree 100%. Office time versus street time. So here's the thing, Mr. Caref. How do you plan to implement that? How could you change the Postal Service mind? Because there are a lot of people that have said that before. Now you're out there living it. But how do you plan to implement that? Can you get something like that done? It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to be about it. This is what the people want to hear. It's amazing that you're relatable because you're going through the situation. How do you fix that? Let's hear what else you're talking about.
All right, my letter carriers, brothers and sisters in the NELC, my name is Mike Caref. I'm making some videos. I'm out here delivering my route this week, and I'm making videos while I'm on break time. This one, I want to talk about an issue that's really dear to my heart, and I wanted to show you guys what this thing looks like. So when I got in this vehicle, this is what it looked like. The seatbelt is already engaged. When the seatbelt is locked in like that, that's how the person that had this vehicle last, you know, left it when they came back. That means that they drove around all day without their seatbelt on. You know, seatbelts save lives, people. You know, we know so many incidents. We just a couple weeks ago lost one of our brothers, Malik Parker, carrier out here in Illinois, and he was on his personal time, but it was a horrible tragedy, and he was expelled from the car because he most likely was not wearing a seatbelt. And you know, they're paying us to get out here. You know what I mean? Like, we're on the clock. Click the damn seatbelt in, people. That's all I got. Be safe out there, people.
I 100% agree with you, Mr. Caref. But you're going to have some of your NALC goonies, some of your goon squad, some of the stewards protect that person. Because you know clearly the only reason they did that is so that it doesn't register that they're riding around without no seatbelt. They need to have a seatbelt on. All I'm all about safety. But when they're in that situation and they clearly get caught, NALC is going to send the goon squad to defend them. That's why a lot of people got issues with the damn union. I know you got to do it. But what do you do to the idiot that did that? How do you deal with the person that did that? They don't get no consequences. They get bailed out of jail free. So how you going to fix that? Bringing up all these damn valid points. You ain't realize that you was going to get feedback. That's what I do. Can't believe you're relatable. Can't believe you're relatable. It's amazing. 100% amazing. Let's see what else you're talking about. No, went the wrong way.
Hey, my fellow letter carriers, this is Mike Caref. I'm out here delivering my route this week, doing a series of videos on some issues out there. This one is not necessarily an issue, but just so you guys are aware, there's a big difference between a break time and a comfort stop. I'm on my break time right now doing what I want, which is making videos for you guys, but comfort stop is completely different. It's not a break. A break is when you're doing whatever you want. You get 2 10-minute breaks every day. Comfort stop is when you're doing what you need to do to to get back to work. So if you have to go to the bathroom, that's not a break. You go to the bathroom, then you go back to work, or you go to break after that. If you need to warm up in the winter time, if you need to change your shoes, if you need to, whatever, when it's cold out there, or if you're preparing the mail or doing something to get ready for your next relay or next delivery or whatever, none of that is a break. None of that is should be included in those 10 minutes. When it's hot outside, you might need to run through the sprinkler system. You might need to pour a bucket of water over your head. You might need to get in this air conditioning. All of these are considered comfort stops. They're part of your duties, preparing your body. We're the ones out here doing the work. And when you're doing what you have to do to get back to work, that's a comfort stop. Break time is for you.
Okay, you talking about break time and comfort stops. Okay, good topic. Good topic. Well, I mean, that's good information. Because I'm sure there are a lot of people that needed some clarity behind that. I ain't got nothing to troll you about with that. Well, let's see what else we got. Keep going in the wrong direction.
Hey, my fellow letter carriers, NALC. This is Mike Caref. I'm out here delivering my route this week, so I'm making some videos while I'm on my break time. This issue I want to bring up is the case that we have inside the station. And we had the same case, 100 years? I mean, they're building these S&DCs, which are brand new facilities, remodel the whole thing, and they put the same case in there. And to me, it's just not efficient for the modern letter carrier. And what we get now is just a lot of spurs. And we're like double and triple handling them because you got to take them out of the gurney.
Okay. Y'all want to see the rest of that one with casing? Because I can't identify, so I can't troll him right here. But I get it. He's dealing with stuff that y'all got to deal with. Let's see what else he's talking about.
All right, my fellow letter carriers, NALC, this is Mike Caref. I am delivering my route this week. And
Mike, if you do catch me in trolling you in these videos, that is a really nice vest that you got there. Being that you don't use it year round and you still clearly get your allowance, you should send me that. You should send me that vest. I mean, I'm just saying, I really do need a vest. I could use that because it's brand new. It's brand new. There's no dirt on it. But at least you got a brand new vest. And at least you're putting it to work. Continue.
And I'm making some videos while I'm on my break time about some issues out here. I want to talk about this time equipment. We know the employer is supposed to give us the equipment to do our jobs, and that is not always the case. And so, especially these vehicles, sometimes they're not in good shape. The vehicle says, check the air pressure. Brake fluid is low, whatever. Like there's always beeps and shit going off with these vehicles. The equipment we got in the station. How does the
So again, he's talking about everything y'all talk about because he's dealing with it. Not from the office, but he's there. Recording while he's on his lunch break. Come on. I'll stop trolling you if you let me get that vest. How clean his shirt is. Let's see what this says.
All right, brothers and sisters, this is Mike Caref. I'm out here.
Now he want to cover the logo.
Making some videos on my break time. I want to talk about the grievance process. We got some great language. And
he wants to cover the logo on his shirt. What about the logo on his hat? Come on, Mike. Come on. Really? Now, what are you talking about again?
Article 15.1 that says any member can file a grievance basically on anything. You think there's a dispute, you got an issue with something, you can file a grievance. And the problem is right now, those grievances are not being, the resolutions are not being adhered to. And there's also a huge backlog in the grievance process.
Okay, we'll let you finish talking about that. Y'all go check out his channel right there. It's Caref for Prez. But listen, he's talking about shit that y'all talk about every single day. My question is, though, Mr. Caref, what do you plan to do? What do you plan to do to fix that? If you got the chance and you finally get elected as president, some troll in the comments gonna be like, you're not gonna be elected. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Like I said, we all got assholes. We all got opinions. All right. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, but seriously, how do you plan to change that? You're living it every day. I don't want to hear no overhyped because I want to say, we're going to fight them. We're going to deal with them. I don't know how you talk. We're gonna bring it to the forefront. I don't know how you talk, but we don't want you dancing around questions because I'm gonna bring you on because people want to know. You're bringing these great real life examples because you're living these great real life examples, but we want to know how you plan to fix these great real life examples. They're not great because you're dealing with it, but we want to know. There's a few more that he got going on here, but I'm not going to bore you guys. No. Nah. We're not going to bore you. Okay? Because the reality is Mike Caref is out there. He doing his shit. He's doing his thing. You know, he texted me the other day and said he disagreed with one of my videos. I was like, well, bring it. I disagree with your damn pizza. But as a human being, I do respect the fact that he was able to reach out. And as a human being, I'm just asking because you never had a fucking platform before that can go and approach every single person. That's what I do. That's what Jay does. I approach people because I ain't fearing nothing. What's the worst they're going to do? Say, stop, Jay, stop. No, I'm going to approach them. I'm going to ask them hard questions. If they feel okay and comfortable about it, they'll talk. If they don't, they won't talk. But this is what you didn't have access to before. And when y'all sit there in the comments and say, well, he didn't say this. Look, you could have easily just tried to get in your own damn union halls and talk to your people the same way that Jay talks to your people for you. Because these ain't my people. My people, I catch them in the hallway. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Tell me about this, that, this, and the third. You know why? Because you want to be involved. Get involved. And you'll get an answer if you talk. I keep looking over to that screen like y'all can see me over. But get involved. This is what this platform is for. Talking to the people, asking them questions that y'all ain't scared to. Well, you getting the wrong people on there. Well, fucking get the right people on here. I asked Renfro to come on here. He said, I'm not a letter carrier. So he went over to the letter carriers, all the different ones around the country that asking them softball sweet questions. And he danced around all of it. He didn't want to come on here because, I'm going to give him the business. Because I'm going to talk to him the same way y'all sit there. The reason that y'all watch me is because y'all want me to ask them questions and give that pushback, to give them all the shit that y'all give me in the comments, to give the feedback, to talk to them, to show and express and feel your frustration. Look. Unmedicated. Annoy at your own risk. That's right. No medication. Fix this damn camera. I got damn Christmas shit everywhere in my house. That's why I'm annoyed. I can't afford this stuff. I'm talking and screaming. Listen, I love I love doing what I do. I love interacting with everybody that wants to interact with me on professional levels as well. If for some reason y'all don't like what I gotta say, that's okay. Because all I hear is talk. And I don't sweat that. Y'all ain't gotta like me either. I respect that. But who you get here, is real. This is not AI driven. Look for yourself. Look. There's a camera. There's a screen. There's Caref over there. There's a Christmas tree. And it's me. This AI. No. This is not AI driven. I don't need AI to talk about real life topics. I don't need AI to sit here and explain things. And I live these topics. Some reason I made it to the end of this video. I just want to express my, I don't even know how to say this without offending people, but 2 T's in the bucket. Fuck it. My heart goes out to the family that dealt or is dealing with the passing of a Postal family member that died at that plant, the maintenance worker. Out of respect, because I do not know what happened. Nobody knows what happened yet. It's still under investigation, so I'm not anybody to judge anybody. It's in the book of Judges. I pray that their family receives healing. And I pray that there's a closure to the situation, to the case that's going on. And that's how I leave it. Everybody sent me that article. I knew about the first day it happened. I'm in safety. I literally get this stuff that goes across and blasts everywhere. But out of respect for the family, because we still don't know how it happened because it's under investigation, I didn't talk about it. It's called respect. I don't sit here and guess, assume, or make assumptions alike of the news when it comes down to somebody like that, one of the postal workers that just happened to pass. It's disrespectful. Take that how you want to whomever may have spoken about that. Anyway, I babbled on long enough. I usually try to give a little bit of extra time at the end because during the live feeds or live streaming or the premieres, y'all like to continue to text all the way in the comments. So this is just the end, just floating on, all right? Again, you ain't got to like what I say, and that's okay. Because all I hear is talk, and I don't sweat that. Y'all ain't got to like me either. I respect that. This is JayH, and I'm over there. I'm cooking. Y'all think I'm gangster. Look, oh. I'm over there cooking. Camera don't go. Look at that. Cooking while recording. Man, multitasks. This is JayH. I can't get my damn stand back up. And I'm out.
All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. The she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.